Hey there. Good to see you. Leadership is not the big flashy moments. Yes, they're the ones that we think of. And yes, they're the ones that come to mind. And yes, welcoming that first patient in or that 10,000th patient in or your face on a magazine or getting asked to do some training. Those are big moments and cherish those and be excited about those. Sometimes that's the dream that propels us forward. Actual leadership is the small moments. It's the committing to your dream moments. It's the moments where you were taught something else and instead you choose to show up in the way you choose to show up over and over. You choose, instead of being the hyper professional, disassociated provider, to be the caring and compassionate provider that you want to be. It's those moments sitting in the dark with your journal saying, yeah, yeah, that's actually the dream. That's actually what I want. The process of committing to that, to daring to dream, daring to say, yeah, what if? What if that could be? And then taking those minute steps, moment after moment after moment, to choose you, to choose to show up the way, the version of you, the facet of you that in that moment you're inspired to give energy to make those decisions in that moment that are not what you were trained to do growing up, not what you were conditioned to do, but bringing awareness to those moments and saying yes to you time after time, realizing how influential you are in your own life, setting up and believing and allowing those systems and structures to support you, saying, you know what? Yeah, that gets to support me. Taking that step back, how am I going to let that support me instead of how you were taught to think about it? It's those moments of leading by example when that's the moment you want to do it the old way, but instead you choose to do it the way that you dream of it being done. It's those moments of stepping back and training your team. It's those moments of letting them succeed and creating the spaces where they can fail. And it's okay. It's those moments of awareness where instead of reacting, you simply gather the information, not judging it, simply receiving it, allowing it to be in there so that when the time comes, you can be proactive. It takes some of that drama and some of that crisis and some of that, like, yeah, I saved the day out of it when you're proactive about the thing and you handle the thing before it even gets there. It's the celebrating your team. It's the, yeah, you did that. I saw that. That's awesome. Thank you. It's the countless thank yous, the genuine, countless thank yous through the day. It's those moments where you've decided to commit to you and you brought a new premium service process treatment into your practice. And even though the price point seems a little higher than maybe what you're used to, instead of pulling back and, oh, I don't know, this is out there, you confidently say, hey, I'm hearing what you say. I'm hearing what your goals are. I'm hearing what you love. There's this that's available. I don't think that's going to work for you for this reason you said. There's this that's available. I don't think that's going to work for you because that doesn't meet that goal that you said is important. So here are the two options, and you're able to show up and say it comfortably. It's those moments where you've committed to you, where you provide for one step, one choice, one decision at a time. Now, eventually, these become the way that you do it. But as you're shifting your stories, as you're seeing things more clearly, as you are realizing the impact that you have in your world, as you decide to wear the shoes, to say the thing, to take that patient, to set that boundary, to honor that standard. As you do that over and over and over, it becomes simply what you do. It's not this grandiose thing. It's not this involved list and established way that you have to remember and regurgitate. It's not this stiff thing. It's these tiny moments, time after time after time, where you realize, however long down the road, that your department revenue has doubled, where you realize that your conversion rate just went from 5% to 30, where you realize that you've had your staff retention go up by months because they want to be with you. It seems like you're not doing anything. It seems like you're not doing anything crazy. How can this be what's so exceptional? And then you get asked to speak at the convention. How did you do that? And then you get asked in the hospital system to train because you're doing something that's really, really incredible. Simply you're showing up and you're doing it your way. It's that moment where, oh, I can't say that. And then you say that. It's that moment where, oh, I can't wear that, but you do that. It's that moment where in order for there to be a common goal, you have to feel safe within you. It's building your trust within you. One action, one tiny decision at a time. And when you start to do it for you, you're doing it for them too. You're showing them that they can trust you. You're showing them that you have their back. You're showing them after time that this is the dream, that this is where we're going, that this is the team that we're building, that these are the systems and structures, the decisions that we've made that support that yes, I'm going to be proactive. Yes, we're going to set things up ahead of time. Yes, I'm curious about what you guys have to think about this. Now, I'm going to make my decisions, but I still want to hear what you guys have to say. That time that you remember, Brene Brown called it the marble jar of friends. That it's not always the big things, but it's remembering grandma's name. It's remembering that you have a preference for such and such. It's those little things, time after time after time, that builds the cohesive team. It's when your team members can come to you and say, you know what, I messed up. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. How can we move through this? You get through the thing and you say, hey, you know what? How can we clear these systems and structures? How can we make this an easier choice to make? How can we set this up differently to support you? And instead of freaking out and telling them they're terrible and being this toxic person, you choose to show up and support your team and support your dreams and support your goals and provide for them and protect for them and redirect back to them time after time after time after time. And as you do that, committing to you, committing to your way, showing up time after time after time where it becomes the comfortable thing deep within you, comfortable. You realize that you've done it. And then when somebody asks you, how did you do it? You don't really know. This is what I did for years. Practice after practice after practice. It wasn't until I did the spiritual work and it wasn't until I did some deeper personal reflection work that I realized what actually I was doing. So yes, I'm a leadership trainer. Yes, that's what I do. And some will say you don't talk about it much. And it's true. Because it starts with this pre-leadership stuff. It starts with committing to you. It starts with daring to dream your dream. It starts with knowing that you've got your own back, that you call in your resources, how influential you are in your own world. It starts with realizing that you're creating something new and that you don't have a template to follow and that it gets to be your way, that you get to set up the systems and structures to do that. and that you get to say yes to you. You are cherished, loved, and respected for all of who you are, and that starts with you saying yes to you time after time after time in these tiny moments, allowing it to grow. We'll see you soon.